This is Salamancer, you are watching SalTV, competitive TF2 action, and if I sound nerdy, well this heavy looks even nerdier. I'm loving it right now with a little pocket protector, the glasses held together with the paperclip. He is the nerdiest of all heavies, even surrounded by flies. You know this guy is not showered in days, but that is going to be Freaky from Team Awesome Squared, or Team Awesome 2. I think it's squared anyway. This is from Wireplay. It is a European Highlander, I want to say Highlander tournament, but this is Division 4. Of course, it goes from Division 4 up to Division 1. So Division 1 is actually the best, or maybe Prem. I think Prem is more of an ECF12 thing. Div 4, though, a lower division, so this is not the original Team Awesome that we have seen before. This is their second team from the Team Awesome gaming community, who, by the way, they actually have 3 Highlander teams and a 6v6 team. And that's the information that I've got about them. About their opponents, that is going to be the one-round wonders. I know these guys are a British team, and practically all British, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to like to see whether the Englishmen can defeat their continental counterparts in Europe. I do kind of like what Ninja DC is doing here, just making sure that ceiling knows who's boss. Checking his pistol spread, something like that. And man, these guys have some wicked hats. We're going to go over those in a bit, but so far, the first kill does go to Team Awesome Sniper, ABCD, taking out Jabu right away, and so that's going to delay the Demo Man push by a little bit. Sam still with his Uber up, and the Scout is just starting that cart moving, which is a good thing. Where is the medic right now? Look, he's still standing in spawns. He wants to make sure that they've got some room to maneuver before he pops out there. Doesn't want to instantly lose that Uber or anything. And yes, he is now going to take the heavy up. They've pushed their enemies far enough back that they don't have to worry about it anymore. About instant medic death. And here goes the Uber. The red medic there for Team Awesome not actually able to save his heavy, but they do save the pyro, and that's going to save the sentry as well. You do like to see that sentry right there. It's a very good, good placement. So even though it is Div 4, they know some of their techniques that are just best practices for this map. That sentry is going to cover the cart very nicely. Although it did just go down, so that's too bad. And now another one of those 4-letter names, JWSO. Juso? I guess that's what we're going to call him. Takes a nice shot there on the sniper, so he's going to be down for a little bit. A pretty good attack so far by the one-round wonders, and so they might just win this round, given that they are doing so well. But you got to remember, if they're one-round wonders, how good are they really? Are they going to win the entire game? That's the question. Dockstar wants to take a hit. He does take that sentry down, but finally is going to lay down on the job there, saying, okay, I'm done for a while. He wants to respawn instead with a new body, one that is not as full of holes. And we are getting to the point now where that cart should actually be moving on to the point, but it's not. The sentry is down, and yet it looks like our blue team is not really able to... There you go. They are finally locking things down here, but a little bit of extra delay time there by the Team Awesome team is pushed back the time just a little bit. Problem is now, do they own the roof? Do they own the roof? And so far the answer is no. Their engineer is not up here at the moment. He did in fact just respawn. We're watching High King right now. And he is, somehow he didn't take any damage there, which is surprising. But they're going to be up here real fast, so if he can't set up this sentry right away and get some defense on him, oh, he's going to be screwed. And there's no defense right now. He's trying his best, but that means a roll here for the one-round wonders. They are doing quite a good job of pushing that cart forward at the moment. So Putis Pen Sir here. Oh, people and their wicked spellings of what he says. They're heavy though. Putis just trying to keep that medic alive until they can build the Uber up. Now they are going to have a bit of a later Uber than is that Maximus. So they're going to have to push this forward, and somehow, even though they had their soldier up there, they decided not to take the roof with their heavy medic combo. And what am I doing with my camera? Sorry. That Maximus is still down, so Sam's actually going to have the Uber. They need to build that Uber and bring it up through here, which is exactly what they're doing. So once again, best practices in place for kind of both teams. The engineer's still trying to set his stuff up here, and look at this pyro. It's kind of a derpy little battle here. Eventually this red pyro will die, but he has shut down almost the entire Uber. Nonetheless, it's too late for the red team. They weren't able to stop the cap. That does mean that they can no longer... Let me see. Find a red player. A red player to spawn. Never mind. We're not going to find one. We're going to go through this way. This door shuts down, so now when they respawn, they can't get to the cart right away. They have to walk all the way around, just making that defense that much harder. So they are going to have to set back up over later on the track, somewhere around this point, point 3. And right now, their heavy medic do seem to be standing upstairs. They know there's a spy back there. They saw him decloak, so that's not going to be too big of a deal for them as long as they can keep spy checking, which is good. Looks like that's what they're doing. And they need to hold this high ground for a little while longer until their engineer can at least set up a sentry. Seems like the spy might be coming in. I thought I heard something anyway, maybe not. And there you go, sentry is going to be right around the corner. Fairly standard location there. And right now the soldier, sniper, and engineer are all down for the blue team. Problem with having your engineer down at the moment is that the blue team is still spawning back at that first spawn that they had, so they have to walk quite a long way. Ducky coming in. Oh, he should have taken some of that Uber, but he didn't. And so now, oh, Swifty in a nice little spot back here, actually. I'm liking the ambush. But he does have to deal with that heavy who did spot him. Too bad, so sad. Team Awesome's defense here looking alright so far, but remember that all it takes is one big push from one-round wonders to take down that sentry, and they should be in a good position to take this. 3 minutes on the first 2 points is nothing to scoff at either. That was a really nice, rolly sort of time. Soldier is down, but that's probably not the sniper that he really wanted there. And now, Matt Waj. Is that supposed to be backwards? Jiao Tam? I don't even know. But yeah, Matt does get taken down there by a headshot followed quickly by a heavy medic combo, which is just not a position you ever want to be in. Oh, and what on earth just happened to the model? What did we see there? I don't even know. Maybe I'm just like hallucinating things, but that looked like a really weird death. A nice Uber pop here by the red team. They're going to save their sentry quite a bit and by taking down the heavy medic. That does mean, of course, this sentry set up by High King is not going to be under any pressure for quite a while, except by the spy, who is sneaking in here, but yeah, they know he's there. He's going to go for a stair stab, but oh, I love the juke by the sniper. He didn't actually hit the Girardi, but it was a good thought to at least go for that. What happened there was the sniper was like, no, I know you're going for a stair stab, so he backed up through the Girardi and tried to time it so that when the spy jumped down with that stair stab, he would get peed on instead of getting the stair stab. You know what I'm talking about. Didn't quite hit the Girardi, but I do like the thought. And so once again, we do have Ubers just about even. Sam going to be building his up a little bit faster, but they're within like 3 or 4% of each other now. And Wannabe having a little bit of trouble here, but oh no, he's actually using the buff banner. That's nice. Now they do lose this point, which means that now blue gets a forward spawn, but hey, buff banner along with an Uber, I mean, this is going to deal a lot of damage to the blue team. They just need to push him back here, try and find where their teleporter is if they can, take that down. Although actually the teleporter isn't even going to matter right now because it's probably still teleporting from that first point, so yeah, they won't be up yet. So they did take down quite a few players with that little buff banner, and that gives their engineer time to go set up on the last point. And actually the sentry is still over here on this point, so I wonder if blue realized that. It looks like maybe they do now. And the engineer can no longer repair that sentry, but look at that, that sentry is still going to be dealing some damage to players over here. It's just that as this cart rolls backwards onto the point, they're going to be... Oh no, there you go. So sentry's still there. And finally they take it down. Engineer going to have to back up and reset, but I think he's probably already ready to go with that. Let me find him. High King. Where is his dispenser right now, actually? It is not in the position you want it, so... No, it looks like he will be taking a little while longer. And there is an Uber, so Team Awesome does need to use that offensively again. Get in there and prevent their opponents from dealing any damage to their engineer. This is kind of how you have to play it in Highlander. Force their Uber a little bit early so that you can have time for the rest of your team to set up your defense. And here comes another buff banner, so I do like the fact they are building this up really fast. There goes the medic. Gets taken down. I'm pretty sure that when you are under the effects of a buff banner getting those mini crits, you don't have any damage fall off. So the long range of those rockets, normally you have a little bit of fall off, I think, from rockets, but well, I was talking about rockets, but I actually meant that the medic died to the heavy. So I don't think you're going to get any sort of bullet damage fall off, and that means that of course you're going to deal a lot more damage at long range with each and every shot. But apparently that's only for crits and not for mini crits, so I'm dumb. Anyway, the one-round wonders have had a decent time so far. The difficulty now is getting that last point, and they are pushing it, dealing some damage. So TJB, oh no, TJB is not down, using a Dead Ringer. And they're losing a couple players here, the Soldier and Heavy down. That's a lot of HP and damage potential off the field. Now they do have a charge, and they're going to push forward with this. Their opponents don't quite have it yet. But no, they're actually not going to push forward with this, and here comes the spy, so... Oh, misses the stab. Doesn't matter, though, as the scout gets in behind him and takes him out, so that is an Uber drop for the one-round wonders. and their one round so far is not looking all that wonderful. In fact, we're going to have another incoming Uber from the red team very soon, I'm pretty sure. They might want to hold on to it until they actually spot the enemy medic again, as he has just respawned, and we'll be trying to get to the fight pretty soon. But look at the positioning of the red team right now. Team Awesome doing a stellar job on defense at the moment on this last point. Everything up until then, not as good, but this has been pretty rockin'. So Jabu, who, by the way, you know, when he's not filling up Lake, what is it, Lake Hylia? When he's not filling up Lake Hylia anyway, he apparently plays Demo Man for the One Round Wonders. But he'll be, I thought he'd be attempting to push forward here, and it looks like the red team did actually pop their Uber at some point, but they are already almost built up again. So my apologies for missing that one. And our blue team still trying to take some high ground, and instead getting their heads shot off. Another buff banner coming in, so we're probably going to have to see Sam popping his Uber pretty soon. Is that a Kritzkrieg? It might actually be. Is it? No, I think it's a regular Uber. So they are going to push in with their Uber charge pretty soon here. Taking down this sentry, not going to be too difficult. And now Spy's coming in with the saps. He's going to try and chase down this med as well, forcing an Uber out of Maximus. And so now Matt is going to have to back off a little bit. They know he's there, so he doesn't want to have that kind of a time. Spy, though, gets a backstab there on Bootus Spencer here. And so Team Awesome still with the good harassment, take down quite a few important players. Now they are starting to, yeah, take down even more, actually. I was going to say that Red was starting to lose a couple players here as well, but it's really just the Spy and the Scout, which aren't that crucial for this last point defense. You do kind of need them to be continuing their harassment. But if they die, it's not that big of a deal. Unlike if you lose your, your heavy and your demo and your engineer, that is a pretty big deal on last, and it means you may end up losing the point. Or your medic. Medic's pretty important. You know. Maximus doing his best to build this Uber real nice and fast, and Sam is not going to have anywhere close to an Uber. We're going to have to see if our British friends here, the One Round Wonders, can get in and deal any sort of damage at all. Right now, Pudu's taking some heals, but, oh, finds a Scout. And that Scout is, what are you doing, Scouts? Apparently the Scout just wanted to die. Freaky now down as well, so they've lost their heavy. The Uber is down, and Jwisso does get taken down as well. Sam actually down, so, man, these Ubers by Team Awesome have done an awesome job. No pun intended. It wasn't even a pun, it was just their name. Oh, Team Awesome starting to lose players here, and Matt Wodge in some trouble. He's got to watch out for the Girardi. He does spot the med here, and the med, of course, nowhere near an Uber, but he still wants to get that kill if he can. Or maybe, he could have taken out, actually, the sniper there. That's what I would have done. Oh, that Spy's in trouble. Yeah, he actually had a free pick on the sniper, so may have wanted to go for that, then, maybe sap the sentry that was going up. Would have been a good idea. But regardless, the buff banner is down now, and so once again, Team Awesome setting up another solid defense. Their sentry's probably to level 2 by now, which is a pretty darn good thing, because it just means that One Round Wonders are going to have to eat through it again. Sam almost up to an Uber, but so is Maximus. They're building at the same rate, and that does mean that unless they can get a pick on this medic, it's going to be very difficult to try and beat, both an Uber and a sentry, and possibly even another buff banner. Now Maximus is taking some pressure here, but not enough to force a pop out of him. And right now, Sam, where is he? Is he in the map room? He is in the map room. They're going to jump right down here, hot dropping that sentry, and it does go down right away, so that is a useful thing. Now, they aren't going to get a lot of kills out of this, though, and so the engineer, actually even taking some of the Uber, is going to be able to reset that sentry very quickly. Plus, you guys are screwed in there, so wow, the One Round Wonders not having an easy time of attacking Team Awesome at the moment. Sniper versus sniper battle here. They do spot each other, but ABCD is at a disadvantage because he does not have the kind of cover that his opponent does. So if he can't take that sniper out of that window, then he is going to be in trouble. Trying to see if he can't spot him there, but I do like his movement. He's at least trying to change positions and not let the sniper know where he is all the time. And it looks like his opposing sniper has changed positions as well. He's just going to be careful here. Gets taken out by the Spy, and he actually would have gotten taken out by that mini-sentry anyway, but the Spy kind of gave away his own position there with that. Doesn't matter. It is both the assassination classes down right now, plus the soldier just died. So that's going to give free reign to Dockstar if he wants to get some sniper shots, some sick headshots. Want to do a 360 no-scope, bro. Just kidding. That's not a thing. Nice shot there on TJB, although it doesn't matter because he is using the dead ringer. There is an Uber in once again, and Sam, of course, has counter Uber. Dockstar, oh, gets his head lopped off there by ABCD, and so that is a nice counter snipe going on by Team Awesome. Jabu coming in trying to deal some damage, and he would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that pesky spy. And his little dog, too. But, no, Team Awesome still defending this like champs right now. With, sounds like the sentry, yep, once again going up to level 2. So as they just keep resetting this sentry, it just keeps resetting the defense. And the one-round wonders are having difficulty still. Can't really tell how much time is exactly left in this because my timers are completely broken and I haven't gotten that fixed yet, so my apologies. But we are starting to run out of time just a little bit as the Team Awesome is putting up a stellar defense of the last point. I mean, everything comes down to this, you know, it doesn't matter how fast you roll those first couple of points if you can't cap the last one. Well, I mean, in some cases it does matter, because if your opponents also can't cap the last one, then it kind of goes to whoever capped the first 3 first. You know. Still a nice little buff banner here, and they do take down Sam once again. Freaky getting the minigun off on him. He's going to want to take some heals here as well. Maybe drop that sandwich down for your buddies. No? Maybe? No? I guess not. Dogstar getting a nice shot, and Matwaj with a backstab as well, although, yep, those both were kills. I'm sorry. My apologies. So Team Awesome losing a couple players. Once again, not usually critical players, but they did lose the Pyro, who is kind of critical. It's just that he is going to respawn in time for the Uber to come in, and so he will be able to air blast that away as long as he stays alive for it. Oh, nice shot there on Matt. This takes him. What am I saying? That takes him down. And Team Awesome still appearing to have an awesome last point defense. One-round wonders are going to be in trouble here because 30 seconds in, or 30 seconds left in the game. I'm sorry, my head is just swimming right now. 30 seconds left in the game, and they are not able to cap this point yet. So an Iron Man, it's not an Iron Man defense, but you know, it is a pretty darn solid last point defense. And it seems like maybe the one-round wonders didn't have enough practice to really know how to properly assault last point. You got to either pick the medic or force his Uber before you go in with your own. It seems like that is the memo that they missed, and so we are going to see whether Team Awesome can either beat their time on the first 3 points or cap the last one. Because since you know this is stopwatch, I explain it like every time, but I'm going to explain it again. One stopwatch round means that each team gets to try attacking and defending once. So Team Awesome now has to beat their opponent's time. And they can do that in one of 2 ways because their opponents didn't even cap the last point. So if they set a time at all on the last point, then they win. Or if they beat 6 minutes and 5 seconds in the first 3 points, they win. And that is unlikely, in my opinion, because that was a serious roll for the first 3 points for the one-round wonders. So I would expect to see Team Awesome pushing that last, and we'll see just how well they can do on it. Stream chat, meanwhile, is talking about Stabby, Star, all kinds of wonderful players, and of course you can check them out over on YouTube and Twitch. I think Stabby mainly does stuff on Twitch. Star does both. And of course there are all kinds of TF2 streamers out there now. In fact, Vanilla TV, or Vanilla TF2, has put together their own little streamer list. And they are trying to drive as much viewers to them as possible, so I appreciate that. We do now have Team Awesome getting ready to push out on offense, and right now they lose their scout first. But the scout might almost have been a ploy there, trying to jump out and see exactly where the sniper was so they could give information to their own sniper, but so far that is not really working out all that well. High King carrying a sentry. Wonder if this is... it might just be a level 3. We'll find out, as they are going to... Oh, this is going to be cute. And he's jagging it up, so it will build even faster than normal. Oh, gets stabbed, though. And the sappers are on it. That is the world's saddest sentry right there. It wanted to be a crazy offensive sentry, and instead a spy just ruined its day. Time stream on the cart, but does that matter? Because at the moment, the one-round wonders are probably going to have... Yep, they've got the sentry in the standard location. And so that cart is not even moving past there to the first point for a little while, at least until Maximus manages to get an Uber in and take down the sentry. But look at the positioning right now. There is a Pyro, I'm sorry, up here. Although he was not in position to stop this from happening, Spy got up there and sapped everything as well, so there was not a lot of knockback there to really deal with the Uber properly. And that means that the sentry nest is down. One Round Wonders kind of screwed the pooch on that one. They really should have called out where the medic and heavy were coming earlier. Medic and pyro, really. It was a pyro uber that came in. Sam definitely needs some assistance, but there is going to be a sandwich for him, so he is healed right back up. Gotta love heavies who do that. Very attentive heavy right there. Still, the One Round Wonders having some difficulty. They are doing a decent job on defense, but they have lost their sentry, and so without that sentry to deny an entire area, they are going to have difficulty keeping their defensive position, and on that first point, it's almost impossible to reset a sentry in the same location unless your team is just dominating on defense. TJB, I like him. He knows his role very well. He's like, okay, what we need to do here? Go after the engineer. Trying to go for headshots now, but oh, he did at least get some harassment down. RVSZ though, how many different people have names that are just like 4 letters? I think it's just the 3. No, MDNZ. So where was ABCD? Wasn't he a sniper? Yep. Okay. So there's 4 of them. I don't know what these are supposed to be acronyms for, but there you go. Team Awesome doing exactly what the team is supposed to do in this sort of situation, which is take the roof right away, make sure it is cleared out so there is nothing that can mount an effective defense from up there. Now they have an Uber. They don't want to have to pop it here, but no, they shouldn't have to. They hold this little choke area down really well, so they have already rolled the cart to that second point in a nice time. They've got 3 minutes left just to get it to here. If they get it to this point in 3 minutes, they win, just because their opponents did not cap that last point, so they would have actually capped it faster. And right now they look like they're in position to do that. They do pop the Uber right away here just to save the med. But if they can use this Uber to maintain an offensive position in front of this point, then they can get the cart pushed all the way there and win. That is exactly what they got to do, which so far it looks like it's going to happen. Now they are getting pushed back just a little bit. You notice that this corner is still sort of tentatively held by the One Round Wonders. They need to push forward though and stop this cart from getting capped, or else they lose the round. So kaboom, that is that. Alright, time to see if Team Awesome can actually set a time on the 4th point now, because we have not seen that yet. And I'm just talking to my stream chat here about Extravision, which is going to come out on Monday, which just might be the same day that this is uploaded. So, you know. But it'll be a little bit later, I think the Extravision will be anyway. They'll try to get it out as soon as possible. I know that much, because it's going to be an important one. We're going to be talking about I-46, Insomnia 46 LAN, which is going to be in Telford or Birmingham, something like that. They're very close to each other in England. Anyway, Team Awesome going to be pushing out here pretty soon, but I just want to make that announcement real quick. Oh, nice catch on the sticky trap. Good one, Ducky. Sorry, I get distracted. But yes, we're going to be talking about Insomnia 46, the gaming festival, which is going to be the biggest TF2 tournament in the world. I will be there, so you guys need to be there too, if at all possible. And you do need to pay attention to the Extravision that comes out, because there's going to be a big announcement about that on Monday from X Television. It's going to be super exciting. At least for me, it's super exciting, and I hope you guys find it the same way. Anyway, right now MDNZ looking for a spy here, not able to find him yet. But that sentry is getting wrangled. So let's just take a look at the defense setup here for the moment. There is an Uber up right now, and they do take down the sentry. So even though it was there was a wrangler there. Oh, finally the Uber is popped, but look at what happened here. The engineer is already down. This is a good Uber, and they're going to be able to take down the sentry and a bunch of players. The medic even getting some pressure here by the scout. So I do like the One Round Wonders defense at the moment. This medic might be able to get away. Oh, really should have pulled out the needles. There's no point to using the Vita Saw as a melee against a scout. Just pull out the needles, take out the scout with those. Because if you're using the Vita Saw, you don't get extra Uber just by hitting it. You know, there's not much of a point to that. So, yeah, needles. But there you go. The One Round Wonders will lose their first point very quickly. They are trying their best to hold up this roof, though, and they just might be able to do that. Nice. Whoa. I think what just happened there is Notorious HOT actually just got a Flare Reflect, which would have made it a mini crit, and it would have done about 40 damage instead of 30. And that's how we killed him. Pretty ridiculous. But right now, the One Round Wonders are setting up on the second point. So this is going to be a... I like that. This is going to be a pretty good defense by them as long as they can hold on to it. They do have about even Ubers from their opponents. They got to make sure that they continue to build those up. And right now... Oh, actually dropping down there might not be the best of ideas, as Maximus is going to be in position to make an Uber push very shortly. Probably up through here. Yes, he will. Ubering the heavy right away, and Pyro's not in position to air blast him yet. That sentry, is it going to go down? Yes, it is. taken out right away, and most of the players are off here. Already the cart is pushed forward as well. There is a teleporter there. It's going to be interesting to see whether our Team Awesome can deal with that. Actually, so far they have not been able to. Might not even realize it is there, and that's going to be a problem for them. They might get, you know, spies and whatever else sneaking in behind. Right now they are already there, though. No spawns yet. But they're doing some good damage at the moment to the people on the cart. I like that Team Awesome is continuing this push, regardless of what their opponents are doing on defense. Still nobody using the teleporter yet. They could. They actually could right now. But they're not. And there goes Sam. So no medic at the moment on defense means the one-round wonders are going to have their work cut out for them. They're setting up a sentry on the 3rd point right now, but they've already lost the first 2 points in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Team Awesome still looking like the team to beat at this juncture. Oh, Matt does take down Maximus. That is a good pick, and it does mean that as the sentry gets up to level 2 and 3, it's going to take him that much longer to push around that corner. Sniper battle going on here, but Dockstar is a little bit too forward, overextended here, so he's going to die very shortly. Nice little grab on the health kit there. Fortuitous respawn time on it, but he's still in trouble. Oh, and the medic gets him, so somehow my prediction completely wrong about this guy. I thought he was going to die. My bad. Anyway, is that teleporter still there? No. Okay. And the cart is getting there pretty fast by Team Awesome. Oh, not quite able to push it that far. Sam is very close to an Uber as well, so they should be able to defend this with that Uber, as long as Sam does not lose his own life, and I think he will not. They want to push this Uber forward, though. Do you remember what Team Awesome did? Oh, and that is the problem. They're a little bit too late. But Team Awesome would push their Uber forward and push their opponents back, just so they couldn't cap and they couldn't, you know, take down the sentry and whatever else. So they were too late with that Uber. Probably should have gone a little bit sooner if they wanted to prevent their opponents from getting that forward spawn. Now Team Awesome will be spawning forward. Duh. Okay. Come on, Salamancer. Stop repeating yourself. Stop being redundant. And MDNZ, as a result, taking this Uber in because, of course, their Uber was not forced. Their medic was not killed during the Uber push from one-round wonders. A nice little push so far. Now, you've got to be careful because there's a couple different chokes you actually have to get. It takes 2 or 3 Uber pushes sometimes to get this cart moving if you don't have just the right positioning. So they've made the first Uber push, which takes down all the defense around this corner. But now they've got to get the cart basically to here. Once it's to here, then they have to make an Uber push to take down whatever sentry is set up down here. And then the cart will get down about there. And then at that point, if a lot of their players have died, then they'll have to make another Uber push, take down another sentry, and finally push the cart into there. So usually that's about 3 Uber pushes if they're all successful. If they're not, we are talking about a long time. But right now, one-round wonders are in a weird position here with their heavy and medic, taking a lot of damage, not dying yet, which is pretty good. And so Putis is, we're going to have to watch his camp for a little bit because he is looking like he wants to deal some damage to his opponents. Being aggressive. Oh, Sniper is after them, though. And now he's covered in peat. So, green hair, covered in peat, looking like a homeless man that you just never want to meet, ever. Wow, did you know that Girardi actually gets healed off just like fire? I didn't, but apparently it does. You notice that Putis lost his Girardi effect a lot sooner than the medic, and that was because the medic had his heal beam on him the entire time, so apparently that does make it go away. Also, popping crits on somebody makes Girardi disappear on your target. Believe it or not. It doesn't make you invincible, but it does get rid of that Girardi. So if you use flash of crits to somebody who has Girardi on him, I mean, it'll take it off. Now you know. You learned something. Or if you already knew that, then get out. Just stop watching. Go. Nah, I'm just kidding. You love TF2 too much. And Putis Spencer here going to start pushing forward. Being aggressive, he has found the enemy heavy. Oh, but gets blasted away. So not able to deal enough damage yet. I do like the play by Ducky. He is down now. But oh, that sentry. How did that get there? It's actually a fairly standard position for a sentry, especially in pubs, but you do see it sometimes in Highlander as well. And that is going to make a very nice forward hold position for Team Awesome. And you do notice, remember, they did make the first Uber push here. They made the second Uber push, and it's about halfway, or they haven't made the second Uber push yet, really. But right now, they're about to do that. You're going to jump down and hot drop that sentry once again. Trying to bring the heavy down as well, but there you go. Everything gets taken out. And so one-round wonders have a couple players left alive to try and defend this. They will need to get the kills. Once they get, you know, a couple of kills here, maybe the heavy or the medic go down, then that is going to let them set up a final defense. And there you go. The cart not even pushed down to the low ground yet. Now they are going to get that down there eventually, but, well, even though there are only 2 players up, it's just Jabu and Matwedge at the moment. They are going to get a couple more down here. And as more players respawn for the one-round wonders, they should be able to stop their opponents from capping this point right away. We are going to probably have to see one more Uber point, but, you know, my predictions are terrible, so we will see here as the cart is getting pretty darn close right now. I like the Huntsman play by Docs, and there you go. Yeah, a lot of players from TA dying right now. Team Awesome losing too many, because that's just what happens when you are in that kind of... Oh, Docs, you're walking on... Oh, okay. All right, the demo died. He was about to die there. That's ridiculous. Anyway, one-round wonders. Yep. Looking for some more kills. They do lose their sniper, but, you know, it was a Huntsman, so not a big loss. They've also, in fact, lost a couple other players here. ABCD getting some nice snipes on, and there is a crit streak for Maximus now, so that might be the first crits we've seen all game. An interesting choice here, because usually an Uber will be effective in taking down the sentry, but I guess they just want to get a bunch of kills. And that actually makes sense. When your opponents are on the low ground like this, if you feel like you are capable... Where's that spy? Oh, there he is. Yep, you're done. Get out of here, spy. If you feel like you're capable of taking down the sentry after you've critzed a bunch of enemies and they're all dead, then you may as well just run it. They're pretty close to having it right now, and they are getting aggressive with it. I like that. This shows some good tactical thinking. Like, okay, we have the crits. Let's get in there right now and start dealing some damage. Missing the first shot, but they are going for it. Oh no, the pyro able to stop that. But there goes the sentry gun. The crits is now over. They didn't get as many kills as they wanted with that, but they are cleaning up afterwards, so this cart should get pushed now. This is pretty much how it plays out on Badwater. Usually. They did lose their med. They need to get on there and actually push the cart right now. They do take down Notorious HOT with the cart getting pushed just a little bit by that spy there. But MDNZ is actually being really conservative with this, and he needs to just get out there and push the cart. If you don't push the cart, you are not going to win the game. Still not pushing it, though. Come on, dude. Push the cart. Yep, see, now they've lost their time, and that sentry is going to start getting set up here. The engineer's going to have to repair it, which takes some metal. But, you know, the longer he spends doing this, the better it's going to be for them. Putis does get taken down by that sentry once again. But, oh man, Team Awesome actually lost an opportunity there, and that's going to mean another 1 or 2 minutes put on the clock for their opponents, which, I mean, you know, the one-round wonders are going to be really happy about that. Because, of course, when they go on offense, then they're going to get a lot of time to work with. The first couple of points were completely rolly, and so that's kind of how it's happened both times around here. Ooh, nice damage coming in, sounds like, with the scout, JWSO, actually getting some kind of a crit kill. I missed what happened there, whether it was Girardi or what. But he's getting chased down now by a scout of his own. But too late. And so the one-round wonders have actually put up a solid last point defense here. So we haven't actually gotten to see them do that until now. But in comes another crits. Jabu down right away. He is the demo man. That's going to mean some problems. But that sentry is still up, and this is the problem with running a crits. If you can't get a bunch of kills here, then that sentry is just going to ruin your day because you have no invulnerability to deal with it, and it is going to hit every shot. Plus, you can see what Notorious is doing right now. Being the pie, bro. He's probably even using the home wrecker. Let's find out. Home wrecker? Yes, he is. So, of course, if a spy comes in and saps his stuff, that home wrecker will take off the sappers in one hit. That's exactly what it is useful for. Plus, I don't think a spy is going to get in there with this kind of flaming going on. And he can just afford to do this all day because there's a dispenser back there, so he just goes and touches it, and it gives him pretty much full metal again. Ooh, Putis does get taken down, though, by Freaky. Oh, watch out. There's a sticky there. There's a sticky there. There's a sticky. Okay, Engineer does take it down. But you'll also notice that he is reflecting those grenades as well. And, of course, they still deal damage to the Pyro when they're reflected, but they don't deal damage to anybody else on his team anymore. So if you can keep reflecting those grenades as they come up, then it is going to save the rest of his team. Now, Sam did not get saved, though, so their med is down. Actually, both teams' meds are down. Maximus does respawn just a little bit earlier, starts the healing process. Sentry down! So they've got a problem now. There aren't that many TA players up at the moment, but they are pushing the cart. And TJB getting some heals from his opposing medic, trying to stab him down. Probably not going to work out very well, but that's, there you go, gets the Vitasaw kill. Doesn't matter, though, as there's too many players on this cart right now and not enough players defending it, and that is probably going to be the cap. Maximus trying to finish it off with his own medic skills, but that is going to be TA squared, bringing it up to a 12-minute 15 time. If the one-round wonders can make this their one round that they actually are wonders, if they can beat that 12-minute 15 time on all 4 points, then they will bring it to a 1-1 tie here, and we'll have to see one more round. On the other hand, if they cannot get that last point in under 12:15, then they lose. And you do see players suiciding right now. Of course, what they're doing there is leaving a bunch of weapons lying around for the engineer to pick up and grab so he can build his stuff much more quickly. Much more quickly. Trying to set up this sentry to level 2, 3, whatever he can do. I love watching sentries get set up. It's so cartoony awesome. Now let's see what the offense is looking like at the moment. For the one-round wonders, they've got a caber out at the moment, like that.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
I hope we get to see a caber kill. That's kind of what I want to see right now. It's probably not going to happen because this is very difficult to get any kills pushing right out of the gate. Oh, still a huntsman sniper too. That's cute. Okay. Oh, that's the demo man did just jump straight in there. I think he got taken out. Where is he? Yeah, he did just get taken out right now. The scout actually chased him down. But I think what he was doing there was actually using maybe the sticky jumper to try and jump back and take out the teleporter at spawn or something. Still, he got taken out. I'm being told to show the pyro. Wait, which pyro? I don't even know. We're going to watch Ducky for the moment. Oh no, somebody told me to show the pyro. That's right. So there was a pyro. What happened to his jaw? Oh, he's holding a pipe in his mouth. That makes sense. Okay, Uber coming in right now for Team Awesome. They're trying to stop this cart, delay it for as long as possible. Gotta find that pyro eventually, the blue pyro, because, oh man, there we go. Look at this face just as soon as it, yeah. I love the mask combo. He's got 2 masks on right now. Sorry, we're gonna have to watch this instead of watching the game, because, oh man, that is a hot pyro. Alright. Doc's trying to take down a dispenser with arrows. Turns out you can actually do that. Just like in, you know, AoE 3 or whatever it is. Age of Empires. What a great game. You can totally take down enemy buildings with arrows and stuff. Makes sense, right? It takes a while, though. It takes a while. Jabby's starting to push the cart right now for the one-round wonders, but oh man, that is not a sight you want to look up and see. Like, if I, for instance, one day, just on my way to work, you know, driving my car, whatever, looked up and saw an enemy heavy and soldier jumping on top of my car, pretty much my last thought would be, holy shit! And that was probably his too. So Team Awesome still hanging around and defending, despite the fact they don't have a level 3 sentry up at the moment. Their level 1 is in an interesting position there. A little bit protected from prying eyes and snipers and whatever else. However, that was a nice little headshot there by Docstar on the medic, taking him down with an arrow to the head. And so Team Awesome is, I mean, they're delaying for a good portion of this first part, which is pretty cool. Because the longer they can delay on each point, the less they have to worry about defending that last one. You know? It's just how it is. Every little bit of time helps here. Still, a good positioning by the one-round wonders. Means that this just might be their round. You know, this will be the round that everybody remembers them for, and then they'll go on and play like a billion other rounds, and they'll never sell any of them, because they are one-round wonders. That's kind of how it works. Freaky looking at the heavy here, but oh, good Uber. That is definitely looking like this is their round so far. And MBN needed taken down, so a pretty solid Uber right now. There is nothing to really stop them on this high ground on the second point. Yes, Pyro, that is awesome. And yeah, Team Awesome is in some trouble at the moment. They are going to lose that second point pretty much right away here. So he's going to start capping it. And he looks, wow, that is, he just looks French. There's practically nothing else I can say about him. Hang on, just trying to get his face on cam again. It's that beanie that's going on. It's really, or beret, I'm sorry, is really what it is. The beret and the hairstyle and the mask. French people wear masks, right? I'm pretty sure they all do. That's my experience. One Round Wonder's getting a good push time so far. They've still got 8 minutes to get this last couple of pushes. Do remember that you're probably going to need about, from this point, about 4 Uber pushes, unless your team is already like way far forward and just continues to roll. So, and they're not. So I'm going to say about 4 Uber pushes that are successful. 8 minutes to do that means you've got like about 1 Uber per minute. So you've got about 8 attempts here, which means that they could fail 4 Ubers and still win the round, but that would be cutting it close. They do have an Uber ready to go just now. They need to push this right away here. And they're not. But this will be Uber push number 1 very shortly. Where is the sentry at the moment? It is set, yeah, okay, it's over in that corner again. Decent location for it. Problem is, there is no Uber push right now for the one-round wonders. They just need to get out there and do it, and yet they're losing players, so actually trying to push with a player disadvantage, not always the best of ideas. Dockstar taken down as well, sort of in the backfield by Swifty. The scout taking down the sniper is what happened there. So, oh, that's not what you want to happen to your Ubers. This is why they should have pushed earlier, because they just got forced, and now they are not going to be able to take down that sentry at all. In fact, trying to body block the medic, and they do just for long enough for those stickies to get placed down. Medic is dead. And now Team Awesome's spy here is going to start trying to sneak around. He gets spy checked by his own team. Going for the headshots, does not hit those, sadly enough. But he will try and poke the demo man to death. It takes a while if you really want to poke somebody to death properly. Have you ever tried it in real life? Just walk up to someone and poke it? I'm sure you have, because if you are as annoying of a person as I am, you've probably got a brother or a sister or something. And at some point in your life, you've just been like, I wonder how long I can poke them before they, like, punch me in the face. And, it was a game my family played all the time growing up, and I think we still do, actually. So, you know. If you ever try it, it takes a while if you're trying to actually kill somebody by poking them. That's my point. Spy was not able to get the demo man killed. And one-round wonder is starting to fall apart here. Their Uber pushes are not looking all that good onto this 3rd point. Only 6 minutes left now, so that's only about time for 6 more Uber pushes, basically. In fact, at the rate they're going, it might only be time for 4 or 3 more Uber pushes, because they're not pushing on the clock like they need to. As soon as they have that Uber ready to go, oh, that's disgusting, they should be pushing forward. And they're not. Look, they have 100% right now, and they're not going. The Heavy, in fact, is just kind of standing still at the moment. So if they don't push these Ubers and they don't get the assault going right away, then what is the point of even having them? They're not going to get this cart pushed forward if all they do is, oh, that's not good for the blue team. So Team Awesome looking pretty solid. Now they have lost a lot of players here. Uh-oh, Freaky got caught out a little bit by that Heavy there. That was Putis. So pretty good play from him, and that's actually going to give them an opportunity to push forward. They need to take down this sentry, which they should be able to do, but they lose their med at the same time to a spy. And now, oh, good! Stickies coming in, and that is going to be from MDNZ. Which sounds like it should be a drug of some kind, but maybe I'm thinking of MDMA. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad, okay? Oh, MDNZ takes a lot of damage right there, but will be healed up pretty soon. Still, they one-round wonders have pushed their opponents back far enough. They just barely managed to get that cart onto the point, and that is going to give them forward spawn. 5 minutes left to go here, and they need to get basically 3 successful Uber pushes. To get that cart onto last, because they're going to have to use, remember, the first one to get around this corner, take down the sentry, although they have taken down the sentry. Yep, there it goes. And the engineer is actually out of position. Not kill. Yes, he is. Okay, he did get taken out there. High King taken out by an enemy sentry. So ironic. And an incoming Uber from Team Awesome is going to try and keep the opponents back. This is where Team Awesome really shines. They know the map right here. They know that what they need to be doing is holding this corner for as long as possible to prevent their opponents from pushing that cart at all. And so the one-round wonders, yeah, they're probably going to need Uber just to take out this defensive position, clear it out. And they'll want to get that cart pushed as far as they can during the Uber and afterwards, but they also need to keep taking down enemy players if they want to win this. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left, and here goes the buff banner from MixMe. I'm sorry, from Wannabe. Not MixMe, it's not his name. So a lot of damage is going to be coming in real fast. Sam gets taken out right away, and that's going to reset the Uber time. Not good for the one-round wonders. The Spy is trying to harass that NG, but it's not going to matter when the rest of his team is dead. So we are going to be relying on Putis Spencer here to deal some crazy amounts of damage here, because if they don't, then this 4 minutes is going to wind down real fast. 4 minutes is almost not enough time to cap that last point. That is a very tough last point. Good sticky trap by MDNZ, taking down Jabu. So the king of the fishes has been exploded. And I got to tell you, it's Jabu, right? Jabu is the big fish thing. Oh, watch out. Oh, no. Okay, no, Med will make it away from that just fine for the moment. And almost has his Uber up, so they need to make this an effective push. And right now, the Med is getting pressured. He's going to have to pop his Uber like, oh, so close. Oh, they do take him down. Wannabe does take down the Med just at the very last instant there. My apologies, I got a little excited about that, but that does mean, look at this, it is 3 minutes left to go here, and there is nothing right now that One Round Wonders can really do. They've got quite a few players up, so they can start pushing pretty hard. But they don't have a Med, and so every time a sentry goes up, it's going to be that much harder to take it down. And they will take this one down. Oh, I was going to say they'll take it down very easily, but the Heavy got stunned by the baseball at just the perfect time. Now the sentry's at level 2, going to have more health, more damage output. That's the best sentry save I've ever seen in a long time. So clutch! And now, of course, the Heavy's body blocking for it as well. One Round Wonder is just in trouble right now. 2.5 minutes left to go. They are... If they can't make these next Uber pushes very, very wickedly successful, then they are going to lose this round, and thus the game. 90% on this Uber, so they will be able to take down the sentry very quickly. But beyond that, they need to kill a lot of players, get the cart pushed, and continue killing players without losing their own. Okay, Uber's ready, and they aren't pushing. They really should be doing that, and instead they're losing like half their players. Guys, you gotta push. They were waiting, I think, for the Heavy. They will pop that Uber right around the corner. And that is going to take sentry down. It should. It does. There you go. Finally taking down the sentry. And now they will push the car forward a little bit, losing their Heavy to the spine. Not a good thing. And here comes an Uber around the corner from our red team just to try and stop this for a little bit longer. And once again, a buff banner. Uber plus buff banner, probably the best combo in the game, bar none. So Team Awesome is going to have to back away. They do spot the spy. And just continuing to keep the pressure on around this corner, not letting their opponents get any sort of ground past the third point whatsoever. A very well-played game. And look at this, the sentry getting set up in the same location. If that gets... Oh, it's already level 2. This game is over. 1 minute 20 seconds left, and a blue team can't get past this corner. That pretty much means the game's over unless they can put together such a crazy push that they can get the card all the way to last. By keeping players on it the entire time, and that is just so unlikely. So guys, this is Team Awesome squared. Team Awesome 2 likely winning the match. They do lose their pyro. Oh, the baseball kill on Ninja DC. And this is just not looking good for the One Round Wonders. So guys, do thank you for watching, of course, and pretty much we're just in kind of the dead time now. But do hit subscribe to youtube.com/fatmop, where all of these awesome games go in high definition. And if you want to follow me doing some streaming and other weird stuff, you can check out twitch.tv/fatmop as well. I do have a Twitter. It is at SalTV2. So if you want to follow my random ramblings there and see when I go live, it actually automatically posts to Twitter when I go live, so it's pretty cool. And when I upload videos and all that. Tell your friends about the channel as well through that, or through Facebook, whatever you want. And 15 seconds left, so this is the game. Congratulations, well played to both teams, with both of them looking really solid in the first 3 points, but where they really differentiated themselves, the last point, Team Awesome just looking stellar on that last point. So congratulations, guys, that is it. This is the game, and you have just seen some incredible Highlander, Team Fortress 2. I love the action. Do stay tuned for more competitive TF2 action in the future. The playoffs are coming up, and then ESEA LAN is just around the corner, starting on June 29th for TF2 coverage, I think. So check that out too. I will see you guys soon.